dangerous. I'm fucking dangerous. What's up, guys? We're here at JBA Speed Shop in San Diego, California. We're here with another one of our toys. This is our Cadillac CT5V Blackwing. Here's a little bit of history. If you've ever heard of the Cadillac CT-SV, it came in a coupe, a sedan, and a wagon, all with the manual transmission. This is the successor. This is the CT5V Blackwing. It's got the LT4, so 6.2 liter supercharged V8 under the hood, and from the factory it's supposed to make 668, but we've got it on their dyno, and I'm with Sean here. We're gonna see what it makes, so let's get this thing strapped down and let's get it spinning.
All right, Alex, what do you think this is gonna make?
Oh man, I make these guesses a lot, and I always guess wrong.
We're always
somehow.
pretty far off.
We're always so far off. I know what it's supposed to make from the factory at the crank, which is 668. For anyone who doesn't know that, I feel like I've talked about that so much, but 668 from a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 LT4. The last one we had made 511 to the wheels. I'm gonna guess that this one, I'm just gonna throw a random number out there. There's nothing behind this, but I'm just gonna say 550.
Sean, what do you think this thing's gonna make?
Probably 510.
510? Yeah.
That's just a swing at it.
Oh God. I don't think it likes the dyno.
Doesn't like the dyno?
No.
John needs to tickle a couple of buttons inside of the Blackwing and it'll start to wake up. Let's see what happens. That's pretty freaking nice, dude. Jeez. How'd that feel? Fun fact, 1 horsepower is not equivalent to only 1 single horse. It's actually like 14 horses. So 1 horse could be like up to 14 horsepower.
Oh wow.
And it's not actually how much the horse
How
can...
many horses can it pull?
It's how much it can carry with its like jaw or something like that. Like, it's not how much it can pull. You would think that, right?
It looks like it kind of just spun just a little bit,
okay,
and then hooked back up.
Okay.
And then kicked it up here. So about 501. It's still climbing. I'm just cutting it off at 64.
Yeah.
It's making peak power around 63. So
What's this?
So that is our
Crank. Oh.
Yeah, that's our crank.
So
with
is that 668 actual?
Well, it's yes and no. It's a it's hard to really find out what your drivetrain loss really is.
Yeah.
Unless you have it on the engine dyno with full trim.
Yeah.
And then pull it off, strap the transmission to it and tires, and then do another one and get the difference between the two.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
usually it's like automatics, 25% or so drivetrain loss.
Okay. It's cool that it's making
Pretty close to what it says. Yeah.
So, and I feel like there's potential for even more.
Oh, there is.
To
Yeah.
the crank, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty
A little bit of maybe an intake, something else, but
Yeah.
the big thing is the factory stuff. They engineered it really well for what they put into that. So it might not need anything.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it makes about 501 or so to the tire, about 63, 62.
Sweet.
So probably if I tacked it up to maybe 65, it might make maybe
65 meaning
6,500 RPM.
okay.
That's
gotcha.
where its red line is.
Okay.
But
Okay.
there isn't really a big need to. You might make a couple more ponies because it's still climbing
Yeah.
pretty good. But yeah, 501, 667, and 443. Or if you want to round up, that's 444, 502, 667 for estimated crank, which isn't bad. I bet she rips. So
It definitely rips.
Yeah,
it feels
I bet
like
she
all
rips.
Of that. It feels like more.
What was the final?
So the final numbers of the Blackwing are cut to add.
Hello, I saw you moving.
No, I'm just kidding. The final numbers are 502 horsepower at the wheels, 667 at the crank. So that's barely even less than 1 horsepower. That's barely 1 horsepower less than what's rated for this car. So that's pretty impressive. That's actually really impressive. 500 into the wheels. Feels like it uses all of that. And for torque, we made 444. The more we dyno cars, the more we're learning that, you know, the manufacturer's rating, obviously it's the crank horsepower, and that these numbers are sometimes going to be a little bit different, especially to the wheels. So we went into it with a little bit more modest guesses this time, knowing how it works. And Sean got the closest number, so he wins the Blackwing. Just kidding. But yeah, guys, so that wraps it up. We just wanted to put the Blackwing on the dyno and see what it made, and it made some really good numbers, actually very impressive, and it could be yours. So tap that link below in the description, head over to freedomstreetgarage.com, grab your Blackwing shirt, show your support for Cadillacs, Blackwings, Freedom Street Garage. Get entered to win this Blackwing. You could be taking it home.
I already won it. What are you talking about?